Good morning, all. Suburban Sentinel here, coming to you once again from very deep inside the Arabian Peninsula, along with Ramadi the office cat. And today I'd like to do a little bit of ranting about a particular manufacturer. Now, I support manufacturers, particularly American manufacturers. As a former manufacturer myself, I have a very soft spot for American manufacturing. And when an American manufacturer makes a good product, I support them. I buy American whenever possible, even though it often costs more. Also, I promote American manufacturers. When an American manufacturer makes a good product, I tell the world. However, conversely, if an American manufacturer is screwing up, I let them know that. Part of supporting manufacturing is giving adequate feedback that is both fair and reasonable. Today I'm talking about Stag Arms out of New Britain, Connecticut. And for those of you unfamiliar with the company, Stag is a prolific manufacturer of AR-type sporting rifles. They've been on the scene for about a dozen years or so, but their history with the AR variant goes back much further than that. The parent company has been making AR-type parts for other manufacturers for many years. I am a Stag fan. Even given the hiccup I have right now, I am still a Stag devotee. I have several Stag rifles, and in my opinion, Stag is a very high value manufacturer. They make a very good product and sell those products at very reasonable prices. And one of my favorite things about Stag is they make every single one of their weapons variant in a left-handed version. And as a southpaw, I really appreciate that. So let me get into what the situation is that I have with Stag, which is not really that big of a deal. Again, I own several Stag AR variant rifles, and I'm in the process of increasing my logistics support capabilities of those rifles. So my plan is to buy a lot of parts and components. Specifically, I'm buying some extra uppers, some extra bolt carrier groups, and then a plethora of bits and pieces, spare parts, to make sure all of my rifles keep running indefinitely. So here's the deal. I have a few $1,000s to spend, and I want Stag to send me some parts and components. But beforehand, I have a couple of what I believe are fairly routine questions about the compatibility of some of the components and the rifles of different vintages. So of course, I'm going to go straight to the horse's mouth. And I contacted Stag via email in order to get the answer to these relatively straightforward questions. Now, it's been 2 months. It's been just over 8 weeks, and I have sent 7 emails through the Stag website, which of course requires you to register as a customer. Now, again, 7 emails in 8 weeks, and I have gotten absolutely no response at all. I've tried putting different subject headings and different levels of urgency, but not one response. And I know Stag can send me emails because I routinely get, and I mean routinely about once a week, I get emails from Stag regarding sales on different products of this, that, or the other that are blast emails from the marketing department. And that's fine. But the technical questions that I've proffered to various departments have gone completely unanswered. Now, in my opinion, this is not acceptable. Now, in Stag's defense, I know Stag is having problems. They got into a big jam with the ATF, and the company has to pay a fine. And the president, who is a real good guy, Mark Malkowski, I know he's got to resign and disassociate himself with Stag Arms, and that is a shame. I think they got a really raw deal. I think this was more political than anything else. But the commitment from Stag is that they are going to keep going and keep the business alive, well, and growing. But again, 8 weeks, 7 emails, no response. And in my opinion, the firearms industry, along with every other industry in the world, is going to get tougher. And I don't see companies that make it difficult to spend your money and have what I would consider poor customer service. I don't think they are going to be around in the long term. Thanks, Rams. So why am I making this video? Well, first and foremost, I believe I have a duty to my subscribers. I've been making videos advocating for Stag Arms unofficially for several years, and I believe that my subscribers should know that I am having this minor issue. And by the way, I have no affiliation with Stag. I'm simply a retail customer. Second of all, I'm hoping that one or more of you out there are an employee or an affiliate of Stag Arms and can let someone know that I am having this issue for the sake of the company. I still support Stag. I think it's a really good company and I love their products. But I'm hoping that Stag can get its act together. So if you somehow know someone at Stag or are an employee, please tell someone in customer service or marketing or whomever to get their shit together. You have people out there who want to spend their money who are having difficulty doing so. And I know the only way I tried to communicate with Stag was via email, but that is the only practical means I have of communication from here in the Arabian Peninsula. I simply cannot make phone calls, and writing letters will take forever and would probably not be delivered anyway. So I am begging you, Stag, get your act together. Like your product, like your company, want to spend some money there, but you have to keep on top of the customer service. And I know things are tough right now. You're in a state of flux, and I appreciate that. But get it together. So that's all I have to say, at least for now. Thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel. Please thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions, enlightening comments, and differing opinions are always welcome. Shoot safely, everybody.